Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This video today, we are going to be working on the SR20 for the S13. And as you can see, the stands that I built in the last video, car is still up there and the car down here is not squished yet. So it seems to be okay so far. But yeah, let's get right into today's project. So this is the SR20 for that S13, and we're gonna do a short video today, just get some bits done on this so that we can get closer to putting this back in the car. What I have here is the IACV and the throttle body. So the throttle body that's on here is actually a KA one, and it's actually different. But yeah, the TBS is different, so I thought I could use that one, but I can't, so I'm gonna have to use this one. But before I put this back on, so I want to clean it up because I kind of cleaned it before, but this was before I had the vapor honing cabinet. So if you compare it to this one, which is the KA one, this one has been vapor honed, and obviously all the pieces have been, the hardware and springs have been zinc plated. I'm not going to zinc plate this stuff because I don't really have the time for it, but I do want to focus. So like I was saying, I want to clean up this throttle body and the vapor honing cabinet and get that installed back on the intake manifold. And I also want to try and clean up this IACV, even though you're not going to see it because it goes underneath the intake manifold. You know, if I'm going this far on everything else being clean, why not just do it? So I am gonna have to disassemble the throttle body, so I'm gonna do that. And then the IACV, I am gonna try to disassemble as much as I can. Otherwise, try to just mask off things. And yeah, let's jump into disassembling the throttle body first. All right, so Basically got the throttle body fully disassembled. There is the seal and bearing on this side still. That's a little hard to get out. So I'm going to leave it in there. I'm going to blast the body, the shaft, the plate, and probably this. I'll probably actually blast this piece as well. But everything else, I'm going to leave it. Just clean it off with brake cleaner or solvent. So let's get vapor honing. Alright, so since I'm going to blast the throttle body, let's take apart the IACV and we'll just blast everything at the same time. right, so throttle body is back together, and body is vapor honed. Come on, focus. Focus. Okay, so throttle body is back together. Springs could look better, but the main thing for me was I wanted the aluminum to look better than it did. So that's back together, and the IACV is cleaned up as well. You can actually see inside now it's silver. Before it was all black and gunky. And yeah, so this looks a lot better. And now let's put them on the engine, and we'll be one step closer to putting the SR engine back in the S13. Alright, so throttle body is on. And you can see here the IACV is on as well. So that basically wraps up the intake manifold-ish. I gotta make a throttle cable bracket and block off the ports underneath here. But aside from that, but yeah, so glad I was able to get that checked off the list, even though it wasn't much. Just a few things off the list gets that engine closer to going in the S13. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this mini transformation. And you saw that I had to move this car over just to get to the vapor honing cabinet, which was not fun, but I guess that's the cost of being able to store two cars in this little area over here. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a short one. If you liked it, click the like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in the next video, and we will do more work on the S13 and slowly get this car closer and closer to being out on the road this year or this summer. See you guys in the next one.